Welcome back to the Hurley Pro. We're into round one, heat number 9, and we have Italo Ferreira leading this heat as the top-seeded surfer in the matchup, taking on Caio Ibelli and Jack Freestone, two previous world junior champs, all fighting for a spot into round 3.
I bet Ross Williams was taking some notes there. I mean, that was like, actually, maybe we could say that Felipe was taking some notes from Ross there.
That's true. Ross came first.
That was that layback snap was right there in the remnants. I seen him do that kind of turn.
As we see, just a little kick out for Caio Ibelli just to get a warm-up underway.
It's got to give you confidence getting through that.
Oh, definitely. Kelly, he's been the best surfer in the world since I was born. But yeah, after Tahiti, I was watching that. He was like incredible, you know. I know that victory for him felt really good. You know, he had like a lot of confidence, you know, coming to lowers. He won this event in the past, so I was really confident, you know. I was like, oh, I got to beat this guy, you know, he's the best. So it's always good, you know, beat the best surfer in the world.
Would you like to say anything in Portuguese to your fans?
Oh yeah, just before, to let you guys know, it's been a really hard day for everyone, you know.
We saw Italo fall on a turn, and then a big opening ride for Jack Freestone.
Love that big arc to start this wave out, carries his speed through this section that speeds up, and then the big forehand air reverse in a very critical section. That landing was not nice and buttery. It was, I mean, he made it buttery, but the section itself was tough and steep. So good work from him. A mistake here from Italo, you know, he was on his way to a pretty good score, and then here just falls off. You know, I think that, I don't know what happened. I believe that the board kind of stalled out and he just went over the heels or over the edge.
It's interesting looking at those numbers, almost half the time for a pro to get back out into the takeoff spot. And that's sometimes just something you're not seeing replayed too much because you want to see these guys perform, but it's not a skill set these guys need to have to be out in the pole position.
Then there's guys like Big Fanning who really concentrate on using that time paddling back out to really fill your lungs with oxygen. You know, Joel Parkinson's an example of that. Kelly, all of those guys with a ton of experience, really making sure that they're swallowing all of that oxygen when they're paddling back out.
Flowing down the line, Italo Ferreira, big wind up and absolutely hammers it off the lip. Jams it shut on the inside corner, pop shove it just to keep that energy flowing to the inside.
I just have to give kudos to him because he has put together a great shaping career, and it's good to see that his board is represented here at San Clemente.
And Italo has been committed to riding this equipment last couple seasons. What about that drift, Pete?
That was sick. I mean, and that's the kind of surfing that he does. He has great balance between that back foot and front foot. When he's able to do those drifts, he's got to put weight on that front foot, and he drifts across, puts all of it right in the center of the board, able to do that with ease, and then goes right back to that back foot feel and get that big spray going out the back. So a nice variety that he's been able to bring that, and that's what makes him so good in the air too, is that balance of his front and back foot. He was enjoying this one. The Cooley kid's gonna have a little bout round 1.
So fun to see that matchup coming up so quickly. We deserve it. It's gonna be a fun one to watch in a non-elimination format. 12:55 to go down the beach on the right. We're seeing some frustration from Caio Ibelli through the glare. He's hoping for a little bit more on that ride.
Able to make it happen, Jack Freestone.
Now we'll see a little running inside track wall for Caio Ibelli. Beautiful form, stylish forehand carve. Casually stabs it vertical, flowing into that wrapping cutback. Now floating, looking for a big finish, tail high reverse, but he can't come down with a finishing move. Next wave starting to set up for Jack Freestone. Playing with the whitewater for a couple of floats out front. Nice body torque wrap off the top. Driving through that front side arc. Springing into a big finishing move, and Freestone closes it out. This is one of Freestone's better performances in round 1 this season, opening up with an 8-point ride, obviously giving him a lot of confidence, but all the highlight tapes we've been watching from the free surfs have been incredible at lower Trestles for Jack Freestone this week.
If we take a look at the replay here, we can kind of see what you mean, where he didn't get to the bottom, wasn't able to really, the beginning stages of it. We'll watch Kyle first here. Beautiful first arc. So this is a little inside wave, but it had beautiful line on it. That first arc, very progressive and smooth. Goes vertical for that second move, another nice cutback. And then here trying to finish up with a nice air. Would have been a great score had he pulled off that last move. smaller inside wave, so he's trying to claw some scores here because he hasn't really picked up anything in the good range yet. But then Jack, again, top to bottom, no real unnecessary moves right there. You see how he kept his flow going down the line, knowing that he had to get above the lip to make it past that section. He does that. Good mix of different types of angles of attack, and for sure finishes that wave. Going to add to that 8-point ride and probably take the lead.
And that's something some of the rookies talk about. Instead of trying to rush home, they'll stay at a venue after a loss. It doesn't work for everybody, but it's a part of the big learning curve to stay relevant on the top 34. Having a look now, Jack Freestone. Laid back blow tail, creative start. He's got an inside track now. Wraps it in the pocket, he's over it, kicks out. Nothing changing to his total out front.
They're a bit inside for the first one. And again, kind of a tapered wall, so Italo lets it go.
The 3 guys out, Freestone in the back of the line for priority, still has the lead. He'll start swinging on this wall. Carve, another big down carve for Freestone. Off the lip now. He'll recover from that last snap and just ditch the fins real quick. And somehow he's able to stay on his feet. Won't get credit for the completion. Caio's on the next wave. Ibelli's starting to heat up through this wall. He's got the speed to go the distance. Floats, comes around the corner. Layback hack. Great timing from the former World Junior champ. Nice snap off the lip, and he combos it up. Caio needs a big finish here. And he'll throw the rotator. Reverses the end section.
Doesn't quite ride out, though.
And doesn't get credit with those 2 sections colliding. Freestone left Italo out the back to check out the left. So this one could be running out of time. Interesting to see how quickly things can change with these contenders on tour. Let's go back to Jack's whip.
Here's a replay, but beautiful surfing there. I mean, 2 surfers who had priority let this wave go. And Jack, the slow rolled fin ditch Rio, doesn't quite complete it, but that was fairly creative. As we watch now, Caio Ibelli needing an 8.67 on this wave. Some great surfing being done here by Caio, but I don't think it's quite enough to take the win.
Threw down the layback, but had to chase that section. Caio just had a little bit too much downtime to start. Rapid cutback, looked like he had more energy through the inside corner, but it is not enough. The 2 Brazilians running out of time. Jack Freestone doing some damage in the opening round of competition, and he's moving straight into round 3. 15-5 total for the former World Junior champ.